Welcome. Today, we are going to do something different. We will learn how to manage our energy, the most important resource in life. But at the same time, we will improve your English and train your mind. This will not always be easy. Sometimes you will need to pause, reflect, and think deeply. Sometimes it will feel uncomfortable. That's normal, because real growth is never comfortable. Real growth is honest with yourself. And only honesty changes your life. We will explore what energy really is, how it works, how it leaks, and how to restore it. We will discover practical tools and daily habits that make a real difference. Step by step, you will learn how to protect your energy, focus it, and multiply it. As you listen, take your time. Stop when needed. Think about what applies to you. Notice how your body feels. Notice what ideas make sense and which feel wrong. This is not just theory. This is a guide to living better, acting smarter, and creating a life full of energy. By the end, you will see two things clearly: how to use your energy wisely, how to grow step by step into the person you want to become. So let's start. Open your mind, be honest with yourself, and get ready to change your life. How to manage your energy, the real resource of life. Part 1. Understanding what is really running your life. Let's be honest with ourselves. Most of the time, we don't live according to our values. We live according to our energy level. Think about it. On days when you have energy, life feels possible. Problems feel smaller. Decisions feel easier. You believe in yourself more. But on days when your energy is low, even simple things feel heavy. The same life, the same people, the same tasks. Only one thing changed: your energy. This is why energy is the real resource of life. Not time, not money, not talent. Energy decides how you use everything else. Many people try to fix their life by changing their schedule. They say, "I need better time management. I need to wake up earlier. I need to be more disciplined." But discipline without energy turns into pressure. And pressure breaks people. You don't lack time. You lack usable energy. Energy is what allows you to focus. Energy is what allows you to care. Energy is what allows you to choose consciously. When energy is gone, you don't choose. You react. Most people don't notice how tired they really are. Not physically tired, mentally tired, emotionally tired, internally tired. They live in constant tension. They wake up already exhausted. They drink coffee to function. They scroll to escape. They sleep without rest. And they call this normal life. But this is not normal. This is survival mode. When you live in survival mode, you don't build a life. You only get through days. Energy is not just about sleep or food. It is about alignment. Alignment between what you do and who you are. When you do things that go against your values, your energy leaks. When you say yes when you want to say no, your energy leaks. When you live someone else's life, your energy leaks. You may not notice it immediately, but over time, it shows up as fatigue, irritation, emptiness. Energy leaves silently. And one day, you wake up and think, "I don't know why, but I don't feel alive." Here's a hard truth. Burnout is not always caused by too much work. It is often caused by work without meaning. You can work long hours on something that matters to you and feel alive. And you can work short hours on something that feels wrong and feel destroyed. Energy responds to truth. When you live honestly, energy flows. When you lie to yourself, energy dries up. This is why managing energy starts with awareness, not with techniques, not with hacks, with honesty. Ask yourself quietly, What gives me energy? What takes my energy? Where do I feel alive? Where do I feel drained? These answers are personal. There is no universal formula, but there is a universal principle. Your energy follows your attention. If your attention is always on stress, conflict, comparison, fear, your energy will be low. If your attention is on meaning, growth, presence, truth, your energy will recover. Energy is also deeply connected to how you speak to yourself. Constant self-criticism is exhausting. Shame-based motivation is exhausting. Living under inner pressure is exhausting. Many people think they need to be harder on themselves. In reality, they need to be clearer. Clarity saves energy. When you know why you do something, you waste less inner force. When you know what matters, you stop fighting yourself. Another hidden energy drain is unfinished inner business. Unspoken words, delayed decisions, avoided conversations. Your mind keeps them open, and open loops consume energy. Peace is not laziness. Peace is efficiency. A calm mind uses less energy to function. This is why silence is powerful. Silence does not give you energy. It stops energy loss. When life is loud, your nervous system never rests. Notifications, news, opinions, expectations. Your system stays in alert mode, and an alert system cannot recover. Energy management is nervous system management. If you never slow down, you slowly break down. This is why rest is not weakness. Rest is maintenance, and maintenance is intelligence. But real rest is not distraction. Scrolling is not rest. Overstimulation is not rest. Rest is absence of demand, a moment where nothing is required from you, no proving, no reacting, no performing, just being. This is where energy returns. Here is another uncomfortable truth. Some people around you cost you energy, not because they are bad, but because the relationship is misaligned. Constant explaining, constant defending, constant shrinking. These things are expensive. Energy teaches boundaries better than logic. When something drains you consistently, it is information. Managing energy means listening to this information, not ignoring it, not judging it, respecting it. Energy is not infinite, and that is okay. You don't need to do everything. You need to do what matters. A meaningful life is an energy-efficient life. This is the beginning. Before techniques, before routines, before systems. First, awareness. If you understand where your energy goes, you already started changing your life. Quietly, immediately. Part 2. Why energy appears and why it disappears. Let's simplify this. Energy is not something you have or don't have. Energy is what appears when your internal system is organized. Your body, mind, and nervous system are designed to work as one. When they move in the same direction, energy is available. When they pull in different directions, energy is consumed. Most people believe they lose energy because they work too much. That is rarely the real reason. People lose energy because their system is overloaded with uncertainty. Uncertainty forces the mind to constantly calculate. What should I do? What if I'm wrong? What happens next? This constant calculation is extremely expensive. Indecision is not neutral. Indecision burns energy. Here is the key principle. Your nervous system needs clear signals to relax. When signals are unclear, the system stays in alert mode. Alert mode was designed for danger. It is not designed for everyday life. This is why many people feel tired even when they are not doing much. Their system is not resting. It is scanning. Energy appears when things are defined. Energy disappears when things are vague. Vague goals, vague responsibilities, vague expectations. I want something more. I need to change something. I don't know what I want. These are not thoughts. They are open commands that keep the system tense. Tension is frozen energy. Another important distinction: emotions do not drain energy. Avoided emotions do. An emotion that is felt and acknowledged moves through the system. An emotion that is denied stays active in the background. Background tension consumes energy continuously. This is why honesty with yourself is not philosophical. It is practical. The moment you clearly admit, I don't want this, I am angry, I am afraid, the system receives a clean signal, and clean signals save energy. There is one more major drain: inner contradiction. When your actions say yes, but your inner truth says no, energy splits. One part of you acts, another part resists. This inner resistance is silent but constant, and it slowly exhausts you. Alignment does not mean ease. Alignment means your thoughts, emotions, and actions point in the same direction. When alignment exists, effort feels sustainable. When alignment is broken, even rest does not recover energy. This leads to a clear conclusion. Energy is not restored by doing less. Energy is restored by removing internal disorder. Before optimization, there must be organization. Before discipline, there must be clarity. This is why awareness always comes first. Part 3. Discipline as energy control. Let's stay focused. Energy is limited. You don't have endless strength. You don't have endless attention. You don't have endless will. This is reality. Because energy is limited, it must be managed. This is where discipline appears, not as punishment, not as pressure, but as control. Discipline is the ability to decide where your energy goes. Without discipline, energy spreads. You start many things. You finish few. You react. You get distracted. Energy is spent, but nothing is built. This is why talented people often feel tired and frustrated. They have energy, but no control over it. Discipline gathers energy. It says, this matters. This does not. This is now. This can wait. This selection protects energy. Many people think discipline takes energy away. In the short term, yes. In the long term, no. Discipline prevents waste. When you wake up and don't know what to do first, energy leaks. When you clearly know your task, energy concentrates. Clarity plus discipline create efficiency. Efficiency saves energy. Here is an important point from real life. When a person lives without discipline, they are always tired. Not because they work too much, but because they decide too much. What should I do? Should I continue? Maybe I should change direction. Every small decision costs energy. Discipline removes unnecessary decisions. It creates rules, and rules reduce energy loss. This is why routines are powerful, not because they are strict, but because they are predictable. Predictability calms the nervous system. A calm system uses less energy. Discipline is not about being hard. It is about being economical. Strong people are not those who push themselves all the time. Strong people are those who do not waste themselves. Discipline helps you. Stop reacting. Stop jumping. Stop leaking energy. It turns chaos into direction. This is why discipline is a tool of energy management. Not moral superiority, not self-punishment, just intelligent control of a limited resource. In the next part, we will talk about responsibility and why taking responsibility actually returns energy instead of consuming it. Part 4. Responsibility, the true source of energy. As you can see, all personal qualities are connected. When you clearly define them and recognize their presence in your life, your effectiveness grows, order appears, A clear direction emerges. Your mind becomes sharp. Responsibility works in the same way. It is not a burden. It is the framework that guides your energy. It is the structure that organizes your inner system. Let's explore what happens without responsibility. When you avoid responsibility, energy leaks into doubt, fear, and hesitation. You constantly question yourself. What should I do? Am I doing this correctly? Maybe I should wait. Each small question drains energy. Each unclaimed action spreads your focus thin. Your nervous system remains tense, alert, and exhausted. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with sand. Every time you avoid a decision, another handful of sand goes in. You keep walking, trying to move forward, but the load keeps growing. Your steps become heavier. Your energy is gone before you reach your destination. Now, let's see what happens when you take responsibility. When you acknowledge, I am responsible for this situation. I choose my response. I accept the outcome. A shift occurs. Your nervous system relaxes. The tension in your body decreases. The energy that was spent on doubt and blame is now available for action. Responsibility also creates clarity. When you see your role in every situation, you stop spinning in uncertainty. You know where your energy should go. Your decisions become simple. Your actions become intentional. Think of it like a river. Without responsibility, the water spreads into many small streams. The river loses power. It slows. It spreads thin. With responsibility, the river channels into one clear path, strong, focused, powerful. Responsibility amplifies your personal qualities. Discipline becomes sharper. Focus becomes stronger. Patience becomes steady. Courage becomes sustainable. All these qualities multiply energy only when anchored in responsibility. Without it, they scatter. With it, they combine and grow. Here's a real-life example. Imagine you have a project at work. You keep thinking, maybe I should wait for approval. What if I make a mistake? Someone else should handle this. Energy leaks in every moment of doubt. You procrastinate. You feel tired and heavy. Now imagine taking responsibility. I will handle this. I choose to start now. I will learn as I go. Energy suddenly appears. Your nervous system relaxes. Your mind focuses. Action becomes possible. Responsibility is not limiting. It gives structure. It creates rules for your energy. It shows what is important now. It prevents unnecessary leaks. It multiplies the energy you already have. Here's the principle. Energy flows where responsibility and clarity meet. Energy leaks where avoidance and confusion live. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop wasting energy on blame. You stop wasting energy on excuses. You stop leaking energy on doubt. All the energy you regain can now move you forward. Practical steps to apply this today. 1. Identify one area where you are avoiding responsibility. 2. Decide clearly what you can take charge of. 3. Accept the consequences of your choice. 4. Direct your energy to focused action, not worry. 5. Observe the difference in energy and clarity in your mind and body. Responsibility plus clarity equals energy efficiency. When you take responsibility, your choices are intentional. Your attention is focused, your system relaxes, and energy multiplies naturally. Part 5. Movement and action. Turning energy into life. Energy is not a static thing. It is not a number on a meter or a feeling you wait to appear. Energy is movement. It flows. It builds. It multiplies when directed. The human system, mind, body, nervous system, is designed to move. Even small movement triggers energy. A deliberate step forward, a chosen action, a decision executed. Every action is a signal. I am alive. I am engaged. I am creating. When you do nothing, energy stagnates. The system senses confusion. It waits. It spins in thought loops. It loses strength. Even small, meaningless decisions consume energy, but no action returns it. Consider the following scenario. You have an idea. You think about it for days. You plan. You analyze. You research. Nothing happens. Your mind becomes cluttered. Your body becomes tense. Energy leaks with every thought. What if it fails? Maybe it's not the right time. Now, imagine the first step. Not the perfect solution, not the final product, just the first action. You start small, you send a message, you write a paragraph, you make a call. Immediately something changes, energy responds. The nervous system relaxes into purposeful motion. Confidence starts to build. The mind sharpens. Clarity emerges. Movement creates feedback. It allows you to see what works, what doesn't, where adjustments are needed. Without movement, you remain blind. Energy circulates, but it doesn't flow. Energy multiplies when movement is aligned with clarity and responsibility. Discipline, responsibility, and focus give the movement direction. Action without direction scatters energy. Action with direction compounds it. Let's break this down further. 1. Small actions matter. Even micro steps, when consistent, create a ripple effect. Making your bed every morning builds control. Completing small tasks first creates momentum. Saying yes to a small responsibility strengthens your internal alignment. Each of these seems trivial, but energy accumulates over time. 2. Action reveals reality. Thinking gives partial information. Movement shows the truth. You may think a task is impossible. You may worry about your limits. But acting shows you what is real. Energy flows when reality is acknowledged. Fear, doubt, and imagined obstacles shrink when tested through action. 3. Action strengthens confidence. Confidence is energy you can see. Every completed action deposits energy into your system. Every unfinished task drains it. Imagine two people. Person A overthinks, waits for the perfect moment. Person B takes the first step now, learns, adjusts, repeats. Even if results are the same at the start, person B feels powerful. Energy multiplies simply by movement. 4. Movement combats stagnation. When life feels heavy, when tasks seem endless, when focus disappears, movement resets the system. Stand up, stretch, write one sentence, take a walk, make a single choice to move forward. Each movement is a signal. I exist, I am present, I am alive. 5. Energy feedback loop. Action creates energy, energy creates clarity. Clarity creates better action. Better action creates more energy. It is a cycle. Energy feeds itself when movement is intentional. Without this loop, energy decays. Sitting, overthinking, waiting, avoiding, all of these are energy drains. Movement is also connected to body awareness. The body remembers tension, inactivity, and stress. Small, consistent physical actions reset nervous system patterns. The body signals the mind. We can do this. We are capable. Energy is therefore both mental and physical. When you move, you send a message to every system in your body. I am choosing, I am acting, I am alive. Every meaningful action, no matter how small, turns your energy from a potential into a current. It transforms idle tension into creation. Here's a principle to internalize. Energy flows through action guided by clarity and responsibility. If movement is absent, energy stagnates. If movement is aimless, energy disperses. If movement is intentional, energy multiplies. To apply this in life, identify one small action you can do right now that aligns with your priorities. Take the step immediately. Observe the change in how your mind and body feel. Repeat consistently, building a flow of energy that grows over time. When energy is moved, it creates life. Movement is not just doing. It is energizing. It is clarity in motion. It is responsibility in practice. Energy is alive when you act. Energy dies when you wait. How to manage your energy. Part 6. The 4 types of energy and how to protect them. Energy is not one thing. There are different types of energy. Each type has its own rules. To live well, you need to know them. 1. Physical energy. Physical energy comes from your body. It is about health, food, sleep, and movement. How you lose it? Not sleeping enough, eating unhealthy food, sitting too much, not moving, working too much without rest, being sick or stressed. How to restore it? Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Eat food that gives nutrients, not just calories. Move your body every day. Walk, stretch, exercise. Take small breaks during work. Listen to your body and rest when needed. Even small things help. A 10-minute walk or a glass of water gives energy back. 2. Mental energy. Mental energy helps you think, focus, and make decisions. You can be physically awake, but mentally tired. How you lose it? Trying to do too many things at the same time. Not knowing what to do first. Overthinking. Using social media or notifications too much. Trying to control things you cannot control. How to restore it? Focus on one thing at a time. Take breaks for your mind. Meditate, walk, or nap. Reduce unnecessary information. Make decisions quickly to avoid wasting energy. Write things down to clear your mind. Mental energy works like a bank. Distractions and doubts take money out. Clarity and rest put energy back in. 3. Emotional energy. Emotional energy lets you feel, connect, and respond. It affects motivation and relationships. How you lose it? Hiding your feelings. Being too hard on yourself. Being around negative people. Worrying a lot or holding grudges. Avoiding hard conversations. How to restore it? Express feelings. Talk, write, or create. Be kind to yourself. Set limits with people who drain you. Face problems instead of ignoring them. Celebrate small wins and happy moments. Emotional energy is like a river. If it flows, it gives life. If it stops, it makes you tired, irritable, or empty. 4. Spiritual energy. Spiritual energy comes from purpose, meaning, and values. It is not just religion. How you lose it? Living against your beliefs or values. Doing things just for money or approval. Feeling disconnected from your goals. Not thinking about your life. Ignoring personal growth. How to restore it? Reflect on your values and purpose. Do things that match what you believe. Be grateful. Create or help in meaningful ways. Meditate, pray, or connect with something bigger than yourself. Spiritual energy supports all other types. When it is strong, physical, mental, and emotional energy, stay high. When it is weak, even rest does not feel enough. How the energies work together. All 4 energies affect each other. If you are physically tired, your mind is slow. If you are stressed emotionally, your body feels weak. If you lack purpose, motivation goes down. You must take care of all 4 energies. If you ignore one, the others suffer. Simple steps to manage energy. 1. Check yourself daily. Am I physically tired? Is my mind clear? How do I feel emotionally? Am I living in line with my purpose? 2. Take small breaks. Stretch, breathe, walk, or reflect. Even short breaks help many types of energy. 3. Plan your energy. Do physical work when your body is strong. Do thinking work when your mind is fresh. Do emotional tasks when calm. Do meaningful tasks when inspired. 4. Review your day. Where did you lose energy? Where did you gain it? Adjust tomorrow to protect and grow energy. Energy is like 4 water tanks. If one is empty, others run out faster. If all are full, energy grows. Life feels clear and manageable. Understanding physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy gives you control over your most important resource. You stop relying only on willpower. You can save, use, and grow your energy. You can live fully and effectively. Part 7. Daily systems to restore and protect your energy. Energy is your most important resource, but it is not automatic. It must be restored and protected every day. Without a system, energy leaks quietly. You feel tired, distracted, or frustrated. You wonder why life feels heavy. 1. Start with your body. Physical energy is the foundation. Morning habits. Wake up at the same time every day. Drink water right after waking. Move your body. Stretch, walk, or do light exercise. Eat a healthy breakfast during the day. Take micro breaks every 1 to 2 hours. Walk, stretch, or do a few jumping jacks. Eat foods that give real energy. Protein, vegetables, fruits. Drink water regularly. Evening habits. Stop screens 1 hour before sleep. Relax your body with stretching or a warm shower. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. These habits protect physical energy and prevent exhaustion. 2. Protect your mental energy. Mental energy is about focus and clarity. Daily habits. Plan your day. Decide your main tasks the night before or in the morning. Focus on one task at a time. Use short breaks to clear your mind. Walk, meditate, or breathe. Avoid unnecessary multitasking. Limit notifications and social media. Weekly habits. Review your work and life. What drains your energy? Remove tasks or commitments that are unnecessary. Organize your workspace to reduce distractions. Mental energy grows when you reduce chaos. Every decision you make in advance saves energy for important things. 3. Protect your emotional energy. Emotions are powerful. They affect all other types of energy. Daily habits. Check in with yourself. How do I feel? What drains me? Write or talk about your feelings. Set clear boundaries. Say no when you need to. Celebrate small wins. Weekly habits. Spend time with people who lift you up. Avoid toxic or negative interactions when possible. Reflect on emotional challenges and how to solve them. Emotional energy flows when you express yourself. It leaks when feelings are blocked or suppressed. 4. Protect your spiritual energy. Spiritual energy comes from meaning, purpose, and alignment. Daily habits. Take a few minutes to reflect on your purpose. Ask, does this action align with my values? Practice gratitude. Write 3 things you appreciate. Engage in creative or meaningful work. Weekly habits. Review your goals and life direction. Spend time learning or growing personally. Connect with something bigger than yourself. Nature, meditation, community. When spiritual energy is strong, other energies are easier to maintain. When it is weak, everything feels heavy, even after sleep or breaks. 5. Build your energy system. Energy management is not random. It is a daily system. Here is a simple framework you can follow. 1. Morning check. Body. How do I feel physically? Mind. What is my focus today? Emotions. How am I feeling? Purpose. What is meaningful today? 2. Work or daily tasks. Focus on the most important task first. Take micro breaks every 60 to 90 minutes. Drink water and eat small, healthy meals. 3. Evening reset, stretch or move your body. Reflect on your day. What drained or restored energy? Write down tomorrow's main tasks. 4. Weekly review. Identify energy leaks. Plan adjustments for next week. Focus on improvements, not perfection. 6. Practical examples. Micro rest. Stand up, take 3 deep breaths, and stretch. This restores physical and mental energy. Quick reflection. Write 3 things you are grateful for. This restores emotional and spiritual energy. Single decision. Choose one important task and complete it. This multiplies energy and focus. Boundary check. Say no to one task that is not important. This protects all 4 energies. Energy is like a garden. Daily watering and care make it grow. Neglect allows weeds, stress, and fatigue to take over. Small, consistent actions create abundance. The key is consistency. Even small steps repeated every day protect and restore your energy. Energy becomes a tool, not a mystery. You learn to save it, direct it, and grow it. When you build this system, you feel more alive. You think clearly. You respond calmly. You achieve more without exhaustion. Energy is no longer lost. It is managed, multiplied, and yours. Final part, 24. Principles to control your energy. Managing your energy is about using it wisely and protecting it. Here are 24 simple and practical rules to guide you. 1. Always have a goal. You must develop the habit of acting with purpose. If you have a goal, you move. No goal, no movement. When acting on someone else's task, ask, what is their goal and what is my goal? 2. Know your why. Always answer the question, why do I need this? This keeps you on the right path. If you are distracted or tempted by something not important, your why will guide you back. 3. Act or wait. Once you know your goal, ask, what should I do to reach it? Act now or wait. Waiting can sometimes be more effective than acting. As King Solomon said, there is a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. 4. Don't rush. Do not start tasks immediately without thinking. The Japanese philosophy Kaizen teaches slow, careful, and steady improvement. 5. Think before acting. It is better to spend time planning than to waste energy, time, and nerves fixing mistakes. Make a habit of thinking through every task. You will avoid unnecessary work and make better decisions. As the saying goes, measure 7 times, cut once. 6. Avoid tasks that don't help you reach your goal. Doing useful things that don't matter is the worst waste of energy. As Warren Buffett said, successful people often say no. Truly successful people say no almost all the time. 7. Focus only on important tasks. Do only what moves you closer to your goal. Kaizen teaches, important things are not always urgent, and urgent things are not always important. 8. Use support and minimize resistance. Seek help and cooperation. Avoid unnecessary opposition. This is a strong principle for efficient action. 9. Plan your actions. No plan, no efficiency. A plan is a roadmap that guides your energy. It gives control and helps you grow. 10. Check risks and chances. Do tasks where your chances of success are highest, or work to improve your chances. Avoid unnecessary risks and reduce risks in your current work. 11. Consider costs. Always think about the balance, results versus resources spent. Victory is not about any cost. It is about a reasonable cost. 12. Keep focus. Focus your energy on one task at a time. But focus is also about saying no to other things. Steve Jobs said, focus is not just about saying yes. I am proud of saying no to thousands of things. 13. Strengthen your strong points. Apply your skills and energy where they are strongest. This saves energy, reduces risk, and increases chances of success. 14. Use external resources. Don't do everything yourself. Delegate, pay, or ask for help. Use outside resources first, then your own energy. 15. Follow timing. Do tasks at the right time. Don't delay, but don't rush. Prevent problems early. It is easier and cheaper than fixing mistakes later. 16. Plan the right amount of work. Do only what is necessary, not more, not less. Perfectionism wastes energy. Aim for effective imperfection. 17. Let go of regret. Do not dwell on the past. Looking back wastes energy and time. Learn lessons from the past, but focus on moving forward. 18. Be confident. Do only what you believe in. Do not act if you are unsure. Faith in yourself reduces wasted energy and increases success. 19. Avoid doubt. Make clear decisions. Do not sit on two chairs or remain uncertain. If something is unclear, ask. If you doubt, do not act. If you act, be certain. 20. Don't fear. Mistakes are steps to learning. Avoid irreversible mistakes and repeat mistakes without lessons. Fear drains energy. All fear reduces energy. 21. Try and test. Use small trials or pilot projects to reduce risks. Do not jump blindly. Test first, then scale what works. 22. Decide based on data. After testing, make decisions based on results. Use the principle. Strengthen what works. 23. Be consistent. Follow the correct order of actions. Do not skip steps. Some tasks can run in parallel, but most need sequence. For example, first wash clothes, then iron. 24. Use tools and technology. Always use available tools, techniques, and technologies. They multiply your efficiency and save energy. Search for new tools constantly. Make it part of your daily routine. Final note. Following these 24 principles will cover almost every situation in life. If you apply them consistently, your life will change, your energy will grow, and your results will improve. Conclusion, summary, and key takeaways. This has been a long section, and I hope it has been very useful. We covered both theory and practical tools. If you use these ideas regularly, your life can change dramatically. Energy is the most important resource in the world. It is your life. It is your most valuable asset. When you manage your energy, you are, in fact, managing your life. I would like to remind you once again of the 4 logically connected components of energy management. 1. Reduce energy loss. 2. Use your existing energy efficiently. 3. Replenish energy correctly and on time. 4. Increase your energy potential. Let's review the main points. Energy, or your life force, is your potential to act and achieve. It is the resource that allows you to live, work, and succeed. There is no point in trying to restore or increase energy if it is constantly leaking. Reducing energy loss means noticing where energy goes, finding the causes, and stopping or minimizing leaks. Efficient use of energy means using it in a way that gives the highest chance of achieving your goals with the least waste. Effective energy recovery is the process of getting energy from internal and external sources at the right time to restore what was lost or spent. Increasing your energy potential means raising your energy to a level higher than what is typical for your age, improving your overall capacity to act and achieve. If you apply these principles consistently, you will protect your energy, focus it, and multiply it. Your life will become more productive, more meaningful, and more balanced. Energy is life. Manage it wisely. It is the key to everything you want to achieve. Then let's end it beautifully here. Thank you for your trust, your attention, and your patience throughout this work. You approach the topic of energy honestly, thoughtfully, and with maturity. Let this text serve not just as words, but as a tool for clarity, strength, and moving forward. Protect your energy, manage it consciously, and live in a way that lets it work for you. See you next time.